have some fun activities. Okay, you make your own aeroplane designs and let's see which aeroplane reaches my finish line. Okay, you have 30 seconds to make this plane and your time starts. 1, 2, 3, now! Okay, 10 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Let's go to the starting point. Who did this? Why?
Well, we have to reach first with an airplane, a vehicle that flies in the air.
Okay, this will not work as an aeroplane because there are a lot of factors like size, shape, weight, thrust, pressure, but full marks for the thought. This brings us to our new topic, aerodynamics, and let's learn how to fly.
Central to the 3 IB programs at MIS is the IB Learner Profile. The IB Learner Profile is made up of 10 attributes, and these 10 attributes really shape our school's culture. And this is not only with our parents, but also the students and the teachers. And these are values that we really aspire to be, how we treat each other, the words that we use in the school. And one of them is being open-minded. Open-minded, the way we do this is we teach different perspectives. The other one that's important is balanced. We really want our students to understand that they need to have a balance between physical well-being, mental well-being, social well-being, and as well as academics, but they need to have a balance in their life and in their day. And this will definitely help them in the future as they try to balance the many things in their life. And the way we do this in the primary school especially is we use these words. And many of these attributes are very deep. It looks very different to be caring maybe as a 3-year-old as an 18-year-old. But we use these words on the playground when we have conflicts, when we're interacting with each other, also in our studies. So our students, as they use these words and they develop an understanding, they really start to become that attribute. And we can see it in their words and in their actions. And that's when we really know we have success.
The most beautiful quality of our school is its cultural diversity and the international mindedness we all acquire and develop along the way. With more than 35 nationalities on campus, our learners very quickly develop an appreciation for different cultures and the understanding that beyond our shared humanity, we can all cherish different sets of values, and that's okay. You know, it's about the understanding that we all see the world and interact with people through the lenses of our cultures and identities, and that all these cultures and identities hold the exact same intrinsic value. You know, and the next logical step is being able to stand as allies for those underrepresented in our communities. And that's how our students become global citizens, empowered to work and collaborate across borders and nations. And no one can achieve this better than our outstanding faculty. Whether they come from different corners of the globe or are returning Indians, they bring a global perspective to the classroom and they teach intercultural understanding because they are themselves global citizens who decided to leave home to explore the world.
Since our school is very diverse and we have many different people from many different countries and cultures, it feels really interesting to every day meet them and learn a bit more about their culture and how it works their way, what they do, what celebrations they have.
I have Hindi, where I learned the language of India, Hindi. Then for this state's language, Marathi. So in Marathi, I can tell you a few colors, then a few animals. First is tanda, definition red. Second is narangi, definition orange. Pandra, which is white, definition white. And then some animals I know. First is sasa, rabbit, definition rabbit.
Happy teachers make happy students. We try to have more of student-centric approach. The traditional approach, which was teacher teaching and students writing down notes, we try to go unconventional way. Try to see what is it that student likes and picks it up from there. To do this, we do a lot of activity-based learning for them. We try to make sure they understand the concept, but we also try to make sure that they are interested to it. Now for that, what we do is we try to imbibe curiosity in it. The student should be happy, should be excited to come to the class.
At Mahindra International School, we follow the IB framework, that is the inquiry-based teaching and learning format. The learners inquire about topics that they are interested in, and they use the ATL skills, or the approaches to learning, which are 21st century skills that allow them to access the content that's just a click away. Knowing these skills allows the learners to successfully gather all the information that they need in order to share their understanding with others. The school adapts to these learner needs in various ways. We ensure that they have different activities, such as extracurricular activities that interest them. We ensure that they have the right support through learning support, as well as social emotional support. And we also make sure that they feel happy where they are.
Hello, my name is Arush. I'm in PYP3. I interact with the teachers by asking them questions. And it's fun asking them questions because you can discuss what you think. I enjoy the activities that you can do in groups. It makes your teamwork skills better, and it'll also help you in your learning.
I've seen the school when it was just a bungalow. It was Mercedes-Benz International School then, 40, 50 students back then, and the classes were so small that they had to combine 4th and 5th year together. Then they moved here to this location. The only thing that came from the old bungalow was that jungle gym, which they brought exactly how it was. And then I watched the school even come to what it is today. So if it wasn't for the school back then, I wouldn't have pursued medicine. They really gave me that edge to pursue what I wanted to. So that really helped me, and it's something that's stuck with me my whole life, because they taught me how to judge myself and how to fix whatever I could not do. That's what gave me that push to do medicine, and I'm really grateful for it.
At MIS, we value play. We look at play as an integral part of everyday learning. We're looking at achieving developmental milestones with this. We are looking at building curiosity. And when I say play, I mean play what we set up in the classroom for children to engage in, have conversations around, and build on their natural learning and curiosity. When we say following interest, these are opportunities for them to test ideas, experiment with ideas, celebrate failures and successes as a group. So we're building also on the social aspect, but giving them opportunities to engage with the environment. And when we say following interests, we are looking at challenging those interests. So it's just not following those interests, but we challenge them, make them more interesting, and see how best they can learn from the environment and build on that.
Learning support, teachers and the counselor, we go hand in hand because the learning support works very closely with the educators, and if a child is facing certain difficulty in a subject, they reach out to the teachers reach out to the learning support specialist, and they work together and tailor the curriculum based on the needs of a child.
So with two of my older children having moved on to the universities of their choice, I'm left with my youngest son Arjun in the school. In Arjun's primary years, he was very much interested in visual arts, and this again the school completely identified, and he was constantly encouraged into doing more of the art and crafts, doing a lot of music where he learned the guitar, he learned a lot about the notes, exposure to different kinds of instruments, and this really kind of enriched his cultural side. Moving into secondary years, he shifted his focus into sports, and the school does a beautiful job in introducing various sports throughout the year, where the child is not only learning or concentrating in one particular sport activity, but across the year they are learning 3 to 4 sports.
We have a football field, we have a basketball court, a 22-meter swimming pool, and we have a multi-purpose hall which we use to play different sports, indoor sports. And the school was really supportive of me, of pursuing my hobby and my dreams. And that's why I know that there's something I'm missing out on or I'm left behind. My teachers will ensure that I catch up with the rest of them. And so the feeling of being left out or being left behind is not there.
So our curriculum is an inquiry-based curriculum. So of course, a central part to that is the fact that we do a lot of research. Throughout the primary, we've worked on developing assessment-capable learners. This is really important. Students who can self-assess, learners who know really where they are in their learning and where they need to go to next. It gives them a great sense of responsibility, and that responsibility helps them really go further in their research, understand what skills, attributes and knowledge that they need to acquire as they move forward.
We have introduced problem-based and project-based learning in the process. So it was using a theme, and the theme that we have chosen for this year was sustainability. Learners created different housing models, different design models that would demonstrate or would illustrate these different features that are connected to sustainability. And it was one way for students to go into that process of research, inquiry, and at the same time adapting and adjusting to the new program. So, there are different ways that learners could demonstrate that choice and exhibit their learning through inquiry.
When a child goes for a field trip, or any learner in our school goes for a field trip, they are going into the real world context of the conceptual knowledge that they have gained at school, which helps them, to develop their thinking skills and also promote them to be inquirers, where they are gaining more knowledge and they have more questions when they see the hands-on things happening in front of them.
When we arrived in Pune, my kids couldn't speak a word of English. So for them it was like going in a totally new country, totally new environment, and everything was so new. I mean, socially, emotionally, it was a big step for them. So I was a little bit scared, I have to say. But I think in 2 weeks, only 2 weeks, I mean, they were feeling like at home, when they joined MIS. All the team was really friendly with them, and when they come back home, most of the time they always come back with a big smile. And I think it's not only because of the friends they have very good friends here, so it's really nice for us, but it's also because of the staff, you know, they have really good connections with their teachers, the assistants, and it's amazing to see how they spend a lot of time speaking also with the teachers about what they are doing during the weekend, where they are going for holidays, how do they feel, and that all this atmosphere makes them comfortable.
We have lots of opportunities for actually performing in school, like our winter concert, but our band was asked to perform at our graduation.
In school, we do drama, and in there we learned how to be in groups with each other, which means of improving our communication skills. And in there we also learned how to mime a character, and we also learned how to act in drama, because sometimes we might be using the wrong emotion for something.
I really like drama. I played Dr. Mortimer, and I've been part in previous plays. It's a really great experience to perform in such a large crowd. By doing different types of arts, I improve my communication skills, and my language becomes extremely stronger, and it can help me write in the future.
Future of the Mahindra International School, I think of two things. The first one is a better connection between head, heart and hands. I think over the last maybe 200 years there's been a huge focus on the intellect. And the intellect is important, of course, but the intellect without heart and without the hands is clearly not enough. And the other one, of course, you have to talk about generative AI and the impact it is going to have on education. It is going to shift what matters the most. And I think it opens infinite possibilities in terms of what we can do with our learners, because there are many things we don't have to do anymore. So I think these are the two really areas where I think we're going to develop in the near future.